Not every fight is worth fighting. Some battles are setups. They exist to drain your energy, waste your time, and pull you down. Imagine this. You're walking down the street and someone yells an insult at you. Maybe they mock your appearance, your ideas, or even your success. What do? Do you lash out? Do you let it ruin your day? Or do you smile, stay calm, and move forward like a warrior unfazed by the petty battles of the world? Because here's the truth. The ability to control your emotions is the ultimate power. The world is filled with distractions, provocations, and negativity, but those who master their emotions, those who can remain calm in the face of storms, are the ones who truly win in life. From the great Stoic philosophers of Rome to the legendary warriors of China, history is filled with figures who mastered the art of emotional resilience. They understood that power is not about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself. In this video, you'll learn how to never be angered or bothered by anyone ever again. We'll explore ancient wisdom from Stoicism, Buddhism, and Confucianism, the science behind anger and how to rewire your brain, stories of great leaders who remained unshaken under pressure, practical step-by-step exercises to master emotional control. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with the mindset of a warrior and the emotional control of a king. 1. The philosophy of emotional control. Let's start with the wisdom of the ancients. For thousands of years, philosophers and spiritual leaders have studied the art of emotional mastery. They understood that emotions, if not controlled, can lead to destruction. But if harnessed correctly, they can create greatness. Stoicism, the Roman secret to unshakable strength. The Stoics of ancient Rome, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, believed in one fundamental truth. You cannot control the outside world, but you can control how you respond to it. Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, faced constant political betrayals, wars, and personal losses. But did he let it break him? He wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means no one can make you angry. No one can make you feel small, unless you allow them to. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenario to mentally prepare for it. When reality struck, they were already emotionally prepared. Buddhism, the path to inner peace. While the Stoics believed in discipline, Buddhism teaches detachment. The Buddha once said, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Buddhist monks train their minds to see anger as an illusion. Instead of reacting, they practice mindfulness, becoming an observer of their own emotions. Try this. When you feel anger rising, take a deep breath and simply observe it. Detach from the emotion. See it as a passing cloud, not as your identity. The moment you observe it without reacting, its power fades. Confucianism, the art of harmonious living. In China, the teachings of Confucius emphasized one thing above all: self-restraint. He believed that wisdom is shown not in how we act when things are easy, but in how we react when provoked. A wise man does not allow anger to cloud his judgment. Confucius said, "If you are patient in one moment of anger, you will escape 100 days of sorrow." The lesson: pause before reacting. Let time dilute the fire. 2. The science of anger and emotional regulation. Now let's get into the science behind anger. Every time you feel anger, your brain activates the amygdala, the part responsible for fight or flight responses. This triggers a surge of adrenaline, a spike in heart rate and blood pressure, a narrowing of focus, making you react emotionally instead of rationally. This is why people say things they later regret when angry. Their prefrontal cortex, the logical part of the brain, is temporarily shut down. The key to emotional control? Rewiring the brain. The 3-second rule. When anger rises, count 1, 2, 3 before responding. This gives your brain time to re-engage logic. Deep breathing. Hack. Take 4 deep breaths through your nose and exhale slowly. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, calming you instantly. Third, historical figures who mastered emotional control. Throughout history, The greatest minds understood the power of emotional control. Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic king. Scenario: his closest allies betray him. Rome is in turmoil. Yet he writes in his journal, reminding himself, "Today I will meet people who are selfish, ignorant, and ungrateful, but I will not be disturbed, for they act out of ignorance, not malice." Nelson Mandela, the man who forgave his enemies. Scenario: spends 27 years in prison. When freed, he chooses forgiveness over vengeance, leading South Africa to peace. 4. Practical steps to build unbreakable emotional control. Understanding the wisdom of the past is one thing, but applying it to your life is another. So how do you actually train yourself to become unshakable? Here are 5 practical, proven steps to never be angered or bothered by anyone, no matter the situation. Step 1. Reframe the situation. Imagine someone insults you. Your natural reaction? Anger. But let's reframe it. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they're insecure and projecting their own pain. Maybe it's a test to see how much control you actually have. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed and you won't be. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been." The next time someone upsets you, pause. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will this matter in a week, a month, a year? Does their opinion actually affect my life? Most of the time, the answer is no. And if it doesn't matter, why waste energy? Step 2. Master your body language. Ever noticed how the most powerful people rarely react? They don't flinch. They don't tense up. They remain still, controlled, powerful. Why? Because the mind follows the body. If you physically relax, your emotions will follow. Try this. Stand firm. Keep your posture strong. Don't cross your arms or clench your fists. Stay open. Slow your breathing and lower your voice. Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. The moment you train your body to stay calm, your emotions will stop controlling you. Step 3. Train yourself to delay reactions. Most people react instantly, but true masters of emotional control pause before responding. The 10-second rule. When someone angers you, count to 10 before speaking. This gives your brain time to think logically instead of emotionally. The overnight rule. If something really upsets you, wait 24 hours before reacting. By the next day, it usually won't seem as important. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. 5th, building an unbreakable mindset. Your emotions are like wild horses. If you let them run free, they'll trample you. But if you take control, they become your greatest strength. Let's dive into the final 3 mindset shifts that will make you unshakable. Step 4. Adopt the observer mentality. Most people live inside their emotions. They get lost in them. But true masters step back and observe. And here's how. Instead of saying, "I'm angry," say, "I notice I am feeling anger." Instead of saying, "This person is insulting me," say, "I see that this person is trying to provoke me." This small shift creates distance between you and your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. If someone tries to provoke you, smile and walk away. If someone disrespects you, let your actions, not your emotions, respond. Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese strategist, once said, "The greatest victory is that which requires no battle." Ask yourself, will this fight make me stronger, or is it just a distraction? If it's a distraction, walk away. The strongest warriors don't fight every battle. They win the war. Step 6. Live by the dead man's rule. Here's a simple but powerful mindset shift. Imagine you're already dead. Not in a dark, depressing way, but in a way that frees you. If you had nothing to lose, would you still care about petty insults? If you knew your time was limited, would you waste it on meaningless fights? If this moment was your last, would you spend it angry? Or would you let it go? The ancient samurai lived by this principle. They accepted death before every battle. And because of that, they fought with complete fearlessness. When you accept that nothing truly lasts, you stop being bothered by small things. Because in the end, all that matters is how you live. Conclusion. Becoming untiltable. The world will test you. People will push your buttons. But you get to choose how you respond. Reframe the situation, master your body language, delay your reactions. Adopt the observer mentality. Choose your battles wisely. Live like you have nothing to lose. The strongest person in the room is the one who doesn't react. You are no longer controlled by others. You are in control of yourself. And when you master this, nothing and no one will ever shake you again.